Two European SUVs. Same segment, totally different personalities. The 2025 BMW X1 brings sporty handling, premium build quality, and that signature BMW driving feel, wrapped in a compact, practical package. The all-new 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan, on the other hand, leans into comfort, space, and versatility with a fresh redesign and a more upscale interior than ever before. Both aim to be the perfect daily SUV, but which one actually fits your life better? In this video, we're comparing the BMW X1 and VW Tiguan head-to-head performance, tech, space, and value to help you make the right call. Let's get into it. This is Parth, and you are watching MotorNation. Let's start with the basics, what each SUV is all about. The 2025 BMW X1 is BMW's smallest SUV, but it doesn't hold back. It's built on a front-wheel drive-based platform, offers all-wheel drive as standard in the US, and blends sharp styling with responsive handling. Even in its base form, it's quick, well-equipped, and carries that signature BMW feel in a compact footprint. Then there's the all-new 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan, a full redesign that takes this popular crossover to the next level. It's now more refined, more spacious, and more premium feeling inside. With a tech-rich cabin and a focus on comfort, the Tiguan aims to be the more practical, family-friendly option in the segment. So while the X1 leans sporty and premium, the Tiguan leans practical and versatile, and how they compare depends on what matters most to you. Let's kick things off under the hood, because engine performance is where the character of these two SUVs really starts to show. First up, the 2025 BMW X1. BMW keeps things simple with a single powertrain across all X1 trims, but it's anything but boring. You get a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine that delivers 241 horsepower and a healthy 295 pound-feet of torque. That torque comes on early, and it sticks around, which makes the X1 feel punchy and responsive whether you're pulling away from a stoplight or overtaking on a highway. The engine is paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, which shifts quickly and smoothly. It's tuned more for performance than comfort. Gear changes are fast and precise, giving the X1 a real sense of urgency, especially in sport mode. And it's all routed through BMW's xDrive all-wheel drive system, which is standard. The system constantly monitors traction and adjusts power between the front and rear wheels, which means confident handling in bad weather and more grip when you push it through corners. In terms of acceleration, the X1 is one of the quickest in its class. It launches from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 6.2 seconds. That's hot hatch territory, and you'll feel it. The throttle response is sharp, the steering is tight, and the overall driving experience is more engaging than what you'd expect from a compact SUV. Fuel economy is also impressive given the performance. 25 miles per gallon city, 34 miles per gallon highway, with a combined rating of 28 miles per gallon. So you're not just getting speed, you're getting efficiency too. Now let's switch to the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan. Volkswagen takes a more relaxed approach with the Tiguan's powertrain. It also uses a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, but the output is dialed back to 184 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque. On paper, that's a significant drop compared to the BMW, and it plays out on the road. The Tiguan is paired with a conventional 8-speed automatic transmission. It's smoother and more comfort-focused than BMW's dual clutch, but it's slower to react. There's a slight delay when you press the gas, and gear changes aren't as snappy. This setup is fine for daily driving, but it lacks the urgency of the X1. Front-wheel drive is standard, but most buyers will opt for VW's 4Motion all-wheel drive system, especially in colder climates. It's a solid system for added traction, but it doesn't offer the same sporty dynamics as BMW's X-Drive. Performance-wise, the Tiguan is noticeably slower. 0 to 60 miles per hour takes about 8.4 seconds, which puts it in the average to slow end of the segment. It's enough for casual driving, but if you're merging onto a highway or trying to pass someone quickly, you'll feel the lag. Fuel economy is decent, but not quite as efficient as the BMW. With all-wheel drive, the Tiguan gets 22 miles per gallon in the city, 29 on the highway, and a combined 26 miles per gallon. If you stick with front-wheel drive, you might gain 1 to 2 miles per gallon, but most buyers prioritize AWD in this segment. In terms of driving feel, the Tiguan is quieter and more comfort-oriented. The suspension soaks up bumps well, and the cabin is calm at cruising speeds. But if you're looking for fun behind the wheel, it's not built for that. The steering is lighter, the throttle is softer, and it just doesn't deliver the same kind of connection to the road. Let's move inside, where daily driving experience really comes to life. From cabin design to comfort, storage, and tech, the differences between the BMW X1 and Volkswagen Tiguan are just as clear as they are under the hood. Starting with the 2025 BMW X1. The X1's interior feels modern, premium, and tight. BMW didn't cut corners here. Materials are high quality, with soft-touch surfaces, aluminum trim, and a clean, minimalist layout that feels upscale without being flashy. The driving position is spot on, low enough to feel connected, but with the visibility of an SUV. The seats are firm but supportive, especially up front. In higher trims, you get power-adjustable sport seats with memory settings, heating, and optional ventilation. Rear seat space is surprisingly good for a compact SUV. Adults will fit comfortably, though it's a little snug for 3 across. Ride comfort is balanced. It leans firm. You'll feel more of the road than in the Tiguan, but it's never harsh. The payoff is better body control and more confidence through turns. Cargo space is competitive. The X1 offers about 26 cubic feet behind the rear seats, and up to 57 cubic feet with them folded down. It's not the largest in the segment, but the space is well-shaped and easy to access. Now for the tech, and this is where BMW pulls ahead. The X1 comes with BMW's iDrive 9 system, displayed across a 10.25-inch digital gauge cluster and a 10.7-inch touchscreen, curved into one clean unit. The interface is sharp, fast, and packed with features, including wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, over-the-air updates, and voice control that actually works. But there's a catch. Almost everything runs through the screen, including climate controls. That can be annoying if you're used to physical buttons. Still, once you get the hang of it, the tech experience is sleek and premium. Now to the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan. The Tiguan's interior is more traditional and more spacious, but it doesn't quite match the BMW in materials or design. The layout is straightforward, but there's more hard plastic, and it feels more utilitarian than upscale. Still, it's solidly built, and VW's clean design makes everything easy to find and use. Where the Tiguan shines is space. There's more rear legroom, and the cabin feels roomier overall. The seats are softer than the X1's, a little more cushion, a little less bolstering. Great for longer drives. Higher trims add power adjustments, heating, and even ventilated front seats. Ride quality is softer than the X1. The suspension is tuned for comfort, and it shows. It glides over bumps and feels more isolated from the road, but at the cost of responsiveness in corners. Cargo space is another strong point. With 2 rows, the Tiguan gives you about 38 cubic feet behind the rear seats and up to 73.5 cubic feet with them folded. That's significantly more than the X1. And if you need to haul gear, that difference matters. Tech and infotainment? Here's where the Tiguan starts to catch up. You get a digital instrument cluster on most trims and either an 8-inch or optional 15-inch touchscreen, depending on the model. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard. And unlike BMW, VW keeps physical control for the climate system in most trims, which many drivers prefer. However, VW's infotainment software isn't as fast or refined as BMW's. It gets the job done, but there's more lag and the menus aren't as intuitive. It's functional, but not futuristic. Now let's talk safety and driver assistance, because in 2025, advanced features aren't just nice to have. They're expected. BMW doesn't leave safety as an afterthought. The X1 comes well equipped right out of the box. Standard driver assistance features include forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, lane departure warning, front and rear parking sensors, adaptive cruise control with stop-and-go functionality. These systems work smoothly and rarely feel intrusive. The adaptive cruise holds speed and distance confidently, even in heavy traffic. Lane departure warning is gentle, and the steering assist feature helps keep the X1 centered in its lane without fighting the driver. Step up to higher trims or add the optional driving assistance professional package, and you unlock even more, including traffic jam assist, which can handle low-speed steering and braking in gridlock, and a more advanced version of lane centering. Now, let's look at the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan. VW also brings a solid list of standard safety features. All models include forward collision warning with automatic braking, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic high beams. One advantage here, VW's lane keeping system is standard across more trims and works pretty well in everyday driving. It's not as precise as BMW's higher-end system, but does a decent job keeping the car centered without bouncing off lane lines. Upper trims or available packages add features like park assist, traffic sign recognition, and dynamic road guidance, but not quite to the same level of semi-autonomy BMW offers. Now, let's talk pricing, because performance and features are great, but the bottom line matters. The 2025 BMW X1 starts at around $40,500 for the base xDrive 28i. That gets you standard all-wheel drive, the turbo engine, dual screens, and a good list of safety and tech features. But as with most BMWs, options add up fast. Add a few packages, like premium audio, upgraded driver assistance, or sports seats, and you're easily looking at $47,000 to $50,000 out the door. You're paying for the badge, the performance, and the premium build, and it feels worth it if those things are high on your list. But make no mistake, this is a luxury SUV with a luxury price tag. The 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan, on the other hand, starts at about $29,000 for a base front-wheel drive model. Move up to the SE or SEL trims with all-wheel drive and more features, and you're still in the $35,000 to $39,000 range fully loaded. That's a $10,000 to $15,000 difference compared to a well-equipped X1. For that savings, you get more space, more versatility, and still a solid list of features, just without the same refinement or driving engagement. In terms of value, the Tiguan delivers more for the money if you prioritize space, comfort, and affordability. But if you're after luxury touches, a sportier drive, and a more tech-forward experience, the X1 justifies its higher price, especially for buyers who don't mind spending a little more to get a lot more feel behind the wheel. So, between the 2025 BMW X1 and the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan, which one should you choose? If you're looking for a compact SUV with premium quality, sharper performance, and cutting-edge tech, the BMW X1 is the clear winner. It's quicker, more engaging to drive, and its interior feels like it belongs in a higher class. You're paying more, but you're getting a vehicle that delivers on luxury, precision, and polish. On the flip side, The Volkswagen Tiguan makes a strong case for practicality. It's roomier, more comfortable, and more affordable. You get more space and an easygoing ride that's built for families and commuters. It won't wow you with speed, but it'll do everything you ask of it, quietly and reliably. Two different SUVs, two different strengths. Which one fits you? That depends on what matters most. That's our full breakdown of the 2025 BMW X1 and the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan. If this video helped you decide, drop a like, leave a comment with your pick, and don't forget to subscribe to MotorNation for more real-world car comparisons. No fluff, just facts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.